know what happiness is, but can you define it? Now, researchers like to define happiness as frequent positive affect, infrequent negative affect, and a lot of life satisfaction. Positive affect just basically means that you're in a good mood. Negative affect is being in a bad mood. Life satisfaction is when you think back on your life and go, yeah, I got a good life. Now, this definition is subjective, meaning it's different for each person. But if you think about it, it kind of has to be. Different things make different people happy, but that doesn't mean happiness can't be studied empirically. Happiness is split up into 3 major components. The first part is 50% of your overall happiness, and this is called your set point, and it's set by your genetics. The second part is only 10% of your overall happiness, and it has to do with the big life circumstances you're in. The third part is 40% of your overall happiness, and these are your intentional activities. Now, your set point can largely be thought of as your personality. Some people have good temperaments, some people get angry quickly, and some people are just happy. Now, since this is largely based on your genetics, it really can't be changed much. Now, it kind of sucks that 50% of our overall happiness is determined genetically, and we can't really do anything about it. But I don't think it's that hard to believe, because we all know people that are just like really naturally happy, and some people that are just grumpy. Now, the second section, life circumstances. Your life circumstances are the big components of your life. You have your age, gender, nationality, the culture you're in, your income, your education. Circumstances can be difficult to change. Think about going to a different school, changing your job, and even if you do change them, they don't really have a lasting effect on your overall happiness. This is because something called the hedonic treadmill or hedonic adaptation. Basically just we as humans adapt to most things. Let's say you win the lottery and you're filthy rich now. Your happiness should go up, right? And it does for a little bit, but it always drops back down to your set level because of hedonic adaptation. Now, the last major part of your overall happiness is your intentional activities. And now this one, you can actually increase. There are 3 major parts to your intentional activities: behavior, cognition, and goals. Behavior is if you exercise or if you practice gratitude or hope or really more of the activities you do. Cognition is about reframing how you think about things. You can either think positively, you can kind of count your blessings, how good your life's been, or kind of reshape situations in your mind. It's good to have goals for yourself and ones that you chose. Now, if you have a goal from someone else, like your parents, like maybe they want you to be a doctor or a lawyer, then those aren't probably going to increase your happiness. If you have a goal and you can see yourself taking steps closer and closer to it, that's going to increase your happiness. You're like, Luke, wait, what about the hedonic adaptations? Don't you worry. Hedonic adaptations don't really affect intentional activities that much. Hedonic adaptations affect your activities minimally because you always kind of progressively increase your activities. You're working out a little more, you're setting your goals farther and farther. And that kind of gradual increase is hard to adapt to, but it is easier to adapt to life circumstances because those kind of increase or decrease, but are pretty constant over time. We always adapt to those constant things in life. Because of this, you can keep a higher level of overall happiness just by the activities you do in life. It's important to remember you can affect your overall happiness, and that's your month-to-month, year-to-year happiness. But it's more difficult to change your day-to-day happiness, because sometimes you might just have a bad day. And let me know down below if anything today made you happy.